Hello students, myself Dr. C.R. Chougule, Head Department of English, Gopal Krishna Gokhale College, Kolhapur. This lecture is for the students of BA3 Compulsory English. Name of the paper is English for Communication for the Semester 6. Let us know the African poem The Mystic Drum by Gabriel Okara. In African literature, limited poets are remembered today, and Gabriel Okara is one of them, whose name is Gabriel Jebaba Okara. Born on 25th April 1921, is one of the most distinguished poets of the African literature. He is a Nigerian poet and novelist who was educated at Government College, Umuahia, and later at Yaba Higher College. In addition to this, his poetry and fiction, Gabriel Okara has also written plays and features of broadcasting, but he is more notable for his poems. Gabriel Okara also studied journalism at Northwestern University in 1949. Moreover, Gabriel Okara's poems tends to reflect the problems that African faces as they torn between the culture of their European colonists and their traditional African heritage. Gabriel Okara, the Nigerian poet and novelist, has infused his poetry with the image of his Nigerian Delta birthplace, and his writing welds the concept of his native language Ijaw with the English vocabulary. The Mystic Drum is an African poem both in content and form. Being an African, Okara goes back to his roots in history, religion, and culture, as well as folklore. Through its image and symbol, rhythm and tone, the poem expresses the subtle nuances of his African experience. In a way, of this poem justifies the modernist dictum, a poem should not mean but be. In African folklore, the beating of drums has ritualistic and before mystical significance. The beating of the drum unites the mind and heart of the drum beater with the outer world of nature. But the idea of cosmic unity in the poem doesn't last long. There is an end to this beating of drum. The poem's thematic emphasis is not upon how man and nature become one when the mystic drum beats within him, but it's about the brevity of this experience. The return to the reality makes the poet sing. There is a dialectic between tradition and influences. There is no overt references to the new colonialism or cultural imperialism. The poet doesn't relate the problem of culture to the economic sphere. When we are talking about the mystic drum, so it is essentially to tell that it is a love poem. The lady in this poem may stand as album that represents the lure of Western life, how it seemed appealing at first but later came across as distasteful to the poet. The drum in African poetry generally stands for the spiritual pulse of traditional African life. The poet asserts that first, as the drum beats inside him, fishes danced in the rivers, and men and women danced on the land to the drum beating. But standing behind the tree, there stood an outsider who smiled with an air of indifference at the richness of their culture. However, the drum still continued to beat, rippling the air with quickened tempo, compelling the dead to dance and sing with their shadows. The ancestral glory overpowers other considerations. So powerful is the mystic drum that is bring back even the dead live. The rhythm of the drum is asking for an ideal Nigerian state of harmony. The outsider still continued to smile at the culture from the distance. The outsider stands for Western imperialism that has looked down upon anything Eastern, non-Western, alien, and therefore incomprehensible for their own good as the other. The African culture is so much in tune with nature that the mystic drum invokes the sun, the moon, the river gods, and the trees began to dance. The gap finally gets bridged between humanity and nature, the animal world and the human world, that fishes turned men and men became fishes. But later, as the mystic drum stopped beating, men become men and fishes become fishes. Now life become dry, logical and mechanical, thanks to Western scientific imperialism, and everything found its place. Leaves started sprouting on the woman. She started to flourish on the land. Gradually, her roots struck the ground, spreading a kind of perched rationalism. Smoke issued from her lips, and her lips parted in smile. The term smoke is also suggestive of the pollution caused by the industrialization and also the clouding of morals. Ultimately, the speaker was left in blazing darkness, completely cut off from the heart of his culture, and he packed off the mystic drum not to beat loudly anymore. The blazing darkness allows the futility and hollowness of the imposed existence. The outsider at first only has an objective role standing behind a tree. Eventually, she intrudes and tries to weave their spiritual life. The leaves around her waist are very much suggestive of Eve, who adorned the shame of her losing her innocence. Leaves stop growing on the trees but only sprout on her head, signifying deforestation. The refrain reminds us again and again that this Eve turns out to be the Eve of Nigerian dimension. Thanks for listening me carefully and attentively. Thank you.